house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They want to run this quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the direct snap, it's Martin. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Caught near the sticks, it's Stewart.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Michigan offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to the left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it. He breaks the tackle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps his drive moving. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Just going to keep it at the snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Maryland. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Reynolds. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Martin. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Oh, they're after him. Caught close to the marker. It's Underwood. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverine.
just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It'll be a draw. Got room to work. Runs through a tackle. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained when you lose it.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. This is a designed run. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The Nittany Lions will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Snags it quickly on the left. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab. It's Pitts. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They'll try the run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Fighting off the defender. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds his man. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. The screen. He's got wheels. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving. Running into the open space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Road, 14. University of New Haven, 7.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A designed run for the quarterback. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Swings it out to the flat.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. They want that clock to run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Let's go.
Motion from the back. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Going right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Catch in the middle. It's Pitts. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be... Call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Wolverines will try to run off the clock in the final minute. They want to run it left here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.